Hey everybody, welcome to Why Buy.
Today we're going to talk about our paragliding excursion in Interlaken, Switzerland. So we are fairly active people, and we spend a lot of our time in the mountains here, the Rocky Mountains near Banff and Jasper. So we were planning a trip this year, thinking about places to go, and the thing that popped out to us was the Swiss Alps.
And Switzerland has always been top on our list. However, it is quite expensive, but we love adventure, we love hiking, we love the outdoors, and this was right up our alley. It was our first day. We actually went to this main street, found a restaurant, and had some drinks, and it was actually right in front of the landing area where all of the paragliders land in Interlaken, like every single one of them. So you could look up in the sky and you'll see 5 to 10 paragliders at any moment. But yeah, we were having beers and you just see them landing over and over again, and we figured out, you know what, we have to check out what that is and how we can do it.
There is a company there called Outdoor Interlaken, and they offer a number of different cool excursions you can do while you're in Interlaken. So it turns out that they'd offer paragliding. They also offered a few other cool activities we were looking to do anyway, so we decided to book through them a paragliding excursion. Cool thing about Outdoor Interlaken is that when you do book everything through them, they do give you kind of a package, a discount thing. So it is beneficial to do it all through one place if you can.
So we actually were picked up straight from our hotel, which was really convenient, in just like a 12-passenger van. And they took us to this little area where they picked up everyone else. And then we drove up the mountain essentially to the landing, or
the launch area.
The launch area that we would go. So it was quite a far drive, maybe 15-20 minutes up the mountain. You go quite high. And then once you get there, you meet who your guide is, and your guides actually travel with you as well. So you can ask questions before you even get up to the launching area.
Yeah, and I would say they were very informative on the way up. They kind of lay out exactly what to expect. I mean, these guys do these, it seems like 10 times a day. So very knowledgeable, very funny, very, if you have any concerns at all, they are there to make sure that you're comfortable before the launch.
Honestly, this is the reason that I chose paragliding, is because I don't want to jump off of a cliff. I don't want to go bungee jumping. To me, this was a safer extreme sport.
We have different opinions of what is considered safe, because obviously you're up in the air thousands of feet with no safety rope. We have a different opinion.
But it is very safe, and for someone like me who doesn't want to jump off of a cliff, I just felt I had someone with me who was very experienced. They do this multiple times a day. It's safe. Like, the amount of times that it's done, to me, being there and seeing it, I, even though was a little bit afraid of what to expect getting up there, I still didn't really have any fears going into it, to be quite honest.
If you don't speak French, German, or English, you might have an issue.
Yes.
But for us, yeah, it was very easy.
Yeah, and an example of that is actually when we first got to our launching area, there was a different person before any of us had gone, and you could tell he probably didn't understand the instructions and just ran and jumped. And then his instructor just had to try to run with him.
With him sitting down already.
He was already like halfway down the hill and not up, and it was just, you talk to your instructor, like, that's what you don't do.
don't do that? Is that?
So,
Yeah, what not to do.
to be honest, I wasn't scared at all during the process. I mean, there were a few moments when I was like, oh wow, I'm very high, and if something were to happen, I would die. But I felt safe. I don't know, and you know, your guide is with you the entire time, and you can talk about your fears. And I even asked, I said, how safe is this? And he said, extremely safe. I asked how long he's been doing it, and he says he does, 20 a day. And so, I don't know. You don't have time to be scared. You're just enjoying how beautiful everything around you is.
The guides actually ask you if you want to do what they call tricks, and that's where they start making you do a bunch of twists and flips and all kinds of cool things, and it honestly feels like the coolest roller coaster you've ever been on. So that's definitely my favorite part of the whole thing, and probably one of the coolest parts of the entire experience.
My favorite experience was honestly just enjoying the view, the mountains. Interlaken is a really cool little town, and then there's 2 giant lakes right beside Interlaken, and so it's just absolutely gorgeous. So for me, that was my favorite part, was just the scenery.
If you thought this video was helpful,
Please like and subscribe.
today we're going to talk about our paragliding trip in Interlaken. So we're making predictions on how we actually take off. How do you think?
I think you just like run a little bit and then it catches some air, and then you just keep running, and then eventually you're not running on ground anymore.
My prediction is we are going to fly these things like kites, and then we'll eventually get taken off the ground and be in the air.